Owen, a winning return to Hampden, you must be delighted.
Yeah, I'm delighted with the level of performance first and foremost. I'm delighted for our fans because, given the nature of how far they've travelled in the last few years, Falkirk Stadium, Firhill, Stenhousemuir this year, to get back to Hampden where the Queens have always been known for, and to be out there the day and showing the level of performance, getting the win. But for the fans, the school initiative, we've shown that we're very a family club, a very inclusive club, and we want to grow and develop that, and to see all those young ones today. But for our hardcore supporters that have travelled the length and breadth of the country to support the team, I'm delighted for them. I thought it was a performance befitting of the 3 points. Some of our football, particularly in the first half, was outstanding. When you get into the second half and you're 4-0 up, there's only been that wee bit lapsed that I've got to say I wasn't best pleased about, and I made that known to them. And then we stepped up again. We could have added to it, but 4 great goals, clean sheet, 3 points, but a really nice performance the way we passed and moved. And that's what we've got to develop, a way of playing that people come along and they, wow, I enjoy watching that Queen's Park team. So that's what we're trying to grow and develop.
I know certainly when I spoke to you last night, you emphasised the importance of not just winning games but actually playing well and being exciting to watch. We couldn't have done it in front of a bigger crowd, the local community, and in their numbers today. It
was brilliant. The atmosphere was great. Obviously the kids came along, and that's what's really pleasing, because hopefully, with their parents to want to come back again. Even if we get a fraction of them coming back, it'd be great. But the thing was, get those kids along. Enjoy sport, enjoy coming watching your local team and everything that goes with it. And you're right, the level of performance was great. We're exciting. You get people out of their seats. Everybody leaving today. Obviously out with Armel fans, but certainly our section is going away thinking, I really enjoyed that, the way they went about it. And even the second half, we could have added to that again. We managed to get some boys' minutes that were due those minutes. So in many, many ways, if you look at all the different aspects, it was really a very, very good day all round.
4 really good goals and a clean sheet for Cal at the other end. That's important as well.
Yes, it was. And Cal, to be fair, Cal made 1 or 2 saves that I would expect them to make, but he still had to make them in the second half, because to be fair to Hamilton and John Rankin, obviously, they're real, I would imagine, made a lot of subs at half time, but you would have spoke to them and no doubt about what you expect from the second half, and they came out resilient and trying to make their way back into the game, so all credit to them. But when we stepped up, we've shown that we can pass through the areas of the field. We have people at the top end of the pitch that when they get 1v1 situations, we can score with players that are match winners, can beat somebody 1v1, can finish in the top corner. We have good finishers and good quality of play, and we're exciting going forward. We have pace in the right areas, we have good players, and when that all comes together, it gives you a chance of winning football matches.
And it's a result that keeps the momentum going. We're on a good run of results, and it also keeps us in that place in the table where we want to be, that top.
I think it takes us, with the results, probably takes us up to 3rd in the table, but obviously opens a bigger gap then between the ones that were further behind as well, outside that top 4, albeit. But the league positions are all important after the last game of the season. What we've got to do is, and I've said this, we've got to keep developing our style of play, keep developing how we want to go about it, keep developing these young players, because many of them are really, really young kids that have scope and potential to grow and get better, and that's what we need to do. So days like this will help us to do it, because what it does is, the stuff we're doing during the week, when it then comes into play on the Saturday, you can see it all coming together, and that's what we need to do. I mean, every game, we now move to the Trust Trophy next week, which might allow me to get some of those squad players that need some minutes, as I did in the Scottish Cup, back in the team and go again. And then we have 2 tough away games before the turn of the year at Morton and Arbroath. So every game, tough game, but we're in a nice place. I think that's 4 wins in a row, scoring some good goals, another clean sheet on the back of the one at Peterhead in difficult conditions. So yeah, long may it continue. We keep working hard, but again, to the supporters, thank you for coming out in your numbers today. It was brilliant, and hopefully we went a little way to rewarding you for all your loyalty, because this is such a wonderful club, and we want to give those supporters, through thick and thin, they've always been there, all supporting the club. So hopefully we can start putting and keep putting smiles on their faces.
Thanks for your time, Owen.
Pleasure as always, Sean. Thanks.